Imagine your app goes viral, and suddenly a million users try to read the exact same data at the exact same time. All of those requests slam into your main database at once. Connections fill up, queries slow down, and before long, the database turns red, cracks under pressure, and users start seeing 503 errors. To survive viral traffic, you need a way to serve data instantly without constantly bothering your database. Enter ElastiCache. ElastiCache is a managed in-memory caching service. To understand what that means, think of your primary database, like Amazon RDS, as the chef cooking a complex meal from scratch. Every time a user asks for data, the chef has to look up ingredients on disk, join tables, calculate results, and plate the meal. That work is powerful, but it takes time and energy. ElastiCache is like a refrigerator sitting right next to the user. Instead of cooking again, it stores ready-to-eat copies of your most frequently requested data directly in memory, also known as RAM. Memory is dramatically faster than disk. When a user asks for something that's already in the fridge, ElastiCache hands it over instantly and skips the chef entirely. ElastiCache supports two popular open-source engines, Redis and Memcached, both designed for speed and simplicity. So why do you need ElastiCache? Two reasons matter most: extreme speed and lower cost. Because ElastiCache keeps data in memory instead of on disk, it delivers sub-millisecond latency. That's fast enough that users don't perceive any delay at all. This makes it perfect for gaming leaderboards that update constantly, real-time analytics dashboards, and user session data. Session data includes things like keeping a user logged in or remembering what's in their shopping cart as they move from page to page. ElastiCache also saves money. Without caching, a read-heavy application forces you to scale your database vertically or add read replicas just to survive traffic spikes. With caching, the database does far less work, so you can run smaller database instances and avoid expensive upgrades that exist only to handle repeated reads. Here's an exam tip worth memorizing. If an AWS question mentions read-heavy workloads, sub-millisecond latency, improving database performance, or storing session state, the answer is almost always ElastiCache. Now let's talk about how this actually works in practice. When a user requests data, the request goes to your application server first. The application immediately checks ElastiCache. If the data is already there, that's called a cache hit. The data is returned instantly, and the database is never touched. If the data is not in ElastiCache, that's a cache miss. In that case, the application goes to the main RDS database, runs the expensive query, and sends the result back to the user. But here's the critical step. The application also saves a copy of that data inside ElastiCache. Now the cache is warmed. The next time the same data is requested, whether it's 10 users or a million users, it's served straight from memory. This simple pattern protects your database from traffic storms, keeps response times consistently fast, and scales effortlessly when demand spikes. The database becomes a source of truth instead of a bottleneck. So now we've made our cloud databases incredibly fast. But what if your company refuses to move fully to the cloud, and you need a way to connect on-premises servers to AWS? Click the video on the screen to learn about AWS Storage Gateway, and I'll see you there.